I want the longest, meanest thing you got.
The challenge doesn't come from me. The challenge comes from you.
To start off with the ab workout, that was the most difficult ab workout I've probably ever done in that short amount of time, because he was just keep moving, keep moving, keep moving.
Okay, so strong fundamentals, training legs. Legs always start with calves.
For many bodybuilders, like Kai Green, high volume training is the only way to get the job done.
That's why I'm super excited that Muscle Meds has taken the already stellar product, No Bull, and made it even better. New, improved No Bull XMT.
Now this powerful formula has been improved to help you increase time under tension. Moving heavier weights for more repetitions means more time under tension and more work for your muscles.
The harder your muscles work during your workout, the more weight you can load on the bar, the more reps you can squeeze out in every set, and the more you stimulate muscular hypertrophy and growth. In my opinion, No Bull XMT might actually be the first muscle building pre-workout.
Clinical studies have shown gains of up to 8 pounds of muscle in only 12 weeks.
That's a lot of muscle. New, improved No Bull XMT, the muscle building pre-workout. We're gonna go to donkey calf raises. Now I believe that by turning my toes in and bending my knee, I'm able to get my soleus to start working and bring it online first. So I'm able to pre-exhaust it before my gastrocnemius comes in and just dominates everything. Does that make any sense?
Yes, because it's a harder area to hit.
So every calf exercise, I try to start with my toes in and my heels out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Out to start.
Yep. Toes in, heels out.
I had noticed in my own development, I would say, wow, you know, my quads look great, but personally I feel like my calves are nowhere near my quads. And so Kai, without knowing that, said, so you do calves first, because then you have your peak energy, and then your hamstrings, and then your quads afterwards.
4. One thing I want to point out to you is while you're doing that movement, you don't want to keep moving through your knees. This you don't want to do. You want to stop, lock it in, and that's it. The only movement you want to occur is down in your ankle joint. The weight will come. You don't have to worry about using a whole lot of weight just yet. Toes in, heels out. Whenever you do an exercise for your calf, your arm, your chest, any body part, as a bodybuilder, you want to imagine with each contraction that the muscle expands. You want to make them expand out. You want to think expansion. You want to think growth. You want to think larger than. Toes in, heels out, stretch the bottom up to the top, squeeze. Always thinking expansion. 2, 5, 6, 7. This exercise is key. It's a key fixture. You gotta do these with conviction. Never think that seated calf raises are not important. They are critical. So let's get it. Approach this seriously. This is a tool of the trade right here. 1, 2, 8, let's go. 9, let's go. 10, let's go. Calf training speaks a lot to flexibility of the joint, you know, ankle flexibility. Believe it or not, a lot of times we as bodybuilders don't think that flexibility is very important. But it is, because it speaks to the overall efficiency of how well you can work a muscle group. So don't think that, you know, stretching or being conscious of something like that is for sissies or that's for dancers or that's for martial artists. It doesn't apply to me as a bodybuilder. Absolutely it does, you know? That's what's part of those fundamentals, again, that can take you a very long way, yes? Yeah. All right, let's get it. 2, 3, 4, squeeze them calves. 5, make them work. 6, let's go. 7, 8, 9, 5, make them feel like fists. 6, 7, 8, let's go. 9, 10, good job. With me showing you these 4 exercises, you make them a fixture in the beginning of your leg program, immediately your calves will start to become a reflection of this new kind of thinking. It's a big jump from just doing 1 or 2 exercises in the past. So you've increased the work volume. By increasing the work volume, you increase the likelihood of a better response in the way of hypertrophy and growth. There's no reason why 6 weeks from now, your calves don't start to speak in a way that say, hey dude, how you doing?
I trained with Kai.
Right. I'm gonna show you 2 movements for hamstrings and show you 2 movements for quads. The key to this though is execution. I lock my glutes. Lock my glutes. My hamstrings are already online. As you can see, I'm already contracting them before I even get started. Raise it up to the top. I'm flexing my hamstring. Leading with my heel. Lower to the bottom of the movement. Boom. Bottom of the movement. Stretch. Squeeze. Stretch. Squeeze. 4, 5, 6, 7. Lead with your hand, with your heel. Chest up. Yes. 3, 4. Flex this. 7. Your mind is here. 8. This should feel like piano wire the whole time. 9, 14, 15. Let's go. 16. Flex this. Now look at this here. See this? This is a trick. When I do this, my glute is responsible for taking my femur bone and pulling it back. Pulling it back. Now there's activation on my hamstring before I even begin to raise this. 9, slow it down, slow it down. 10, you gotta make this work. I like this right here. 11, let's go. 12, 14, come on.
Like mentally, it took me like the first few reps to get comfortable with it, but he would say like flex it, and then he'd be like, no, that's not it, flex it. And then I'd physically like, all right, I'm trying as hard as I can, I'm gonna flex this. And then he finally went like, that's it right there.
Let's go. 20, excellent. Good job. This is one of my favorite leg curls. This is the bomb diggy. Up to the top, squeeze. Down to the bottom. Stretch, leading with the heels. 2, 5, 6, 7, 14, 15. Hamstrings, glutes, let's rock. 1, yes, good, let's go. 2, come on. 3, 13, let's go. 14, let's go, let's go. 15, let's go, let's go. 18, squeeze this. Squeeze this. 19, squeeze this. 20, good job. In between your set, this. I know this is a little advanced, but what I'm trying to do is impress on your mind the need to flex your muscles in between your set. What that's gonna do, it's gonna help increase your mind and muscle connection. That means your ability to command your body to work.
One of the biggest things I'll take out of, he said to me like that I already have a good mind-muscle connection in my legs. And to me, I was just like, wow, Kai Green just gave me a compliment on like me having that mind-muscle connection, which is his whole thing he goes by. And so I was like, I'm feeling pretty good right now.
Now, perfect time to stretch here. Open up. Don't be scared, because now you got some blood in there. You should be feeling like the man right now. Those muscles should be online. They should feel white, active. Oh, what are you, Jean-Claude Van Damme? All right, all right. It's important to think about what the muscles do. That's the only way you start to develop your concentration and your ability in your mind. Your imagination will work with you to think accordingly. It helps your training. It increases your mental sharpness. You gotta do that. The best in the business, the best of all time in any endeavor, are not people that go about it haphazardly. They may allow you to think that. And sometimes we may think that about them by looking at them from the surface. But the truth is, the people that get the most out of something are the people that put the most into it. By knowing what the muscles do, I'm able to be in touch with a lot more creativity when it comes to understanding, thinking, and mapping out a course towards getting where I'm trying to go. Does that make any sense?
Absolutely. I could see how that would allow you to like mentally just focus on like the minors, not even just the major muscles.
Well said, brother. See down here, remember?
Yep.
This is how I activate
like the
my
stretch.
glute. Driving through my heels. Check this out. If I want to make my quads work more, I can turn my knees in. Look at where I place my pelvis. See this?
So they're closer?
My knees are turned in a little bit more, and I'm taking a little bit more of the pressure off of my glute, because now when my knees are out, my glutes are contracted, and I'm able to use my hamstrings to assist my quads a lot more. All right. You should never be able to feel like your airway is restricted. You rested on your delts. What I do is, when I flex my front delt, it's like we spent the time doing these front raises. Well, now that forms a nice little area, a nice little cushion. 1, 2, 14. Don't lock your knee. Let's go. 15. Keep your knees soft locked. It's right here. You should be able to flex your quad. Keep the flexion on your legs the whole time. Let's go. Down at the bottom. Down, 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 down. Let's go. 19. Let's go. 20. Good. On the rack.
I don't think I'll be putting any weight on there.
Oh, don't worry about that. This is not about that. The weight will come. The weight will come. But right now, you get these mechanics. Right now, just getting the mechanics is enough. 1. 5. Control. Sit up. Sit up. Sit up. 6. Keep your trunk on top of your quad. Let your quads absorb this resistance. 10. Don't run. Don't run.
We just kept going, and then we finally get to the bar, and then my legs are just so hit from being going. We got to that bar, and I was just like, oh my gosh. So it hurt so much to do that, but I was just like, no, man, this is Kai Green telling me to squat, and I'm gonna squat right now.
There's one more exercise that I would want to throw in there too, fundamental, and a lot of people underestimate its value, but I think it's very, 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 very important. Look at me from the side. You see where my ankle joint is and my knee joint? Notice where my back is. I'm not here. I'm not struggling and all of that. I'm looking at trying to create my own version of 90-degree angles in my joints. Okay, hey, hold on. Before you get that, look at me here. See how you just normal? Never that. Stop. Take a minute. Get in position. I put my pelvis underneath me. I flex my hamstrings, flex my glute, flex my quads. I'm ready to get ready. Okay, right angles. This movement is important for developing the inner thigh, developing your hamstrings, your glutes, and your quads. The reason why we take a big step by not letting your knee go over your big toe allows you, 1, to keep your knee safe. But 2, it also allows you to activate your glutes, allows you to activate your hamstrings. While you're stretching like that, even your back leg is working to help stabilize your back leg, your femur bone from the back, from dropping you out into a split. This is a great exercise for everything. Your ideas now that govern your training should be to make sure that you develop your legs, you develop your hamstrings, develop your calves from the ground up. Yeah.
I'm gonna do that you'll see. I'll check in with you.
Okay.
Check in with you again, you'll see.
Good news. Well, this is hopefully this will be some good ideas that will help you, and this is a great place to start. Calves, calves, calves. Calves before, hamstrings, and then quads. All right?
He is the real world superhero. He's the real world Superman. You know, he has the power, but he's humble about it. He has the superpower abilities, but he doesn't use them for evil, he uses them for good, you know? I didn't expect bodybuilding to become sort of the positive disease, I guess, to spread as much as it has within my own life. So when people see that I'm like in my element with this, they say like, wow, that's a good energy. And that's something I want to be a part of. But like for me, it's like Kai Green's out there, you know, he's doing it. So like I can do that too. And that's the sort of Superman like energy that I get from him. And that's the simplest way to describe Kai Green.